No, but I was out in the garage for just a little bit, and it's chilly. So.
Yeah.
All right, y'all are good to go.
Okay. So we can call the meeting to order at 5 p.m. And next up will be roll call. We have present Nina, Al, present, Nathan,
Yep.
here. Dan Hackala, is he here?
I should be here.
There we go.
Okay. I look like I'm in the dark, but I'm here.
Okay. Is Tim Chubby or Terry Alders coming back?
Terry, yeah, Terry wasn't too partial to wanting to get onto Zoom. I invited to try to meet him somewhere.
Okay.
But he does plan to come back. Tim does not.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Okay. I'm just jotting that down for the minutes. All right. And of course, Mike's present. And then we can move on to approval of the agenda. Did everybody have a chance to look at the agenda? It's pretty basic.
I also move to approve.
Dan and okay, and Al for the agenda. Okay. And then next we have approval of the minutes.
I'll motion to approve.
Okay. 9L second. I wrote them, so I might as well. Then we have public comment. Do we have anybody waiting for public comment? I don't think so. Hey, Mike?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Nope, sorry.
Okay. And old business, for people that weren't here, we had a request on the 700 block of College Avenue to take down the no parking signs 7A to 3P. And it was one resident, and we decided not to do that. Just to review. And then the other thing that came up was the intersection at Anderson and McMillan over kind of by the bypass up from the vineyard. A resident requested that we put a no parking sign here to corner on the south side, and we approved that to happen so that a sign does get placed there.
It may already be there because I noticed in the police login tonight's paper, someone was ticketed for parking too close to the corner.
Oh, funny. Is it that quick, Mike?
No, I don't think it's there.
Oh,
I think it might have been near the stop sign, within a certain distance to the stop sign that they were cited.
Oh, okay.
And then we have new business. Is there any new business, Mike?
Well, we did talk about the election of a chair and vice chair.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys want to do that now, or did you want to at least think about it?
I think we should probably do it pretty soon because we do have that city commission meeting coming up in January where somebody has to present what we've done this year.
That's right.
Which again will be pretty easy because we haven't met since March except for last month. So the presentation will be pretty easy, I think. So.
If we were to do that now, I could give you all kinds of excuses, but I won't get into that. But I would nominate Nina for chair.
I was afraid of that.
But you do a good job at it.
Thanks, Dan. Thank you.
I second the motion.
Oh. No good deed goes unpunished. Hey, guys. So that's, you want to just, okay.
Are you willing, Nina?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. You want all in favor it?
Sure. So all in favor of nominating Nina for chair, say aye.
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 Any
Aye.
opposed? If you're opposed, you have to do it. And
How
then,
about a vice chair?
sure. Do we have any volunteers for vice chair? And that would really only be probably like if I couldn't do the presentation in January, which I don't foresee, then that person would help with that, or whatever. It wouldn't be a big role. So I think Nathan would be pretty good at it personally.
Actually, I was going to nominate Nathan. Like I said, I could give you all kinds of excuses, but years ago I had a briefcase for every night of the week and I'm not going there. But I would nominate Nathan for that.
If we don't have any
Right.
volunteers.
I was going to, but I was just kind of waiting.
All right, so I'll make a motion to nominate Nathan to vice chair. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, and we'll do a vote. All in favor of Nathan at vice chair, say aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, motion carried. All right, Mike, that was easy.
Good. I'm glad that's done. Thank you.
So I think the chair actually does do the minutes also. I was doing them for Walt
Right.
as a favor. So it's basically just staying in the same role. So no big deal,
Sure.
really.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Anything else for new business, Mike?
No, it's been quiet,
It has. And it's probably going to get quieter.
which is not necessarily a bad thing, I guess. But
Not in your line of work.
right.
So then it moves to committee member comments, and I apologize if Nathan and Dan had comments from last month, which I think you did. I forgot what they were and didn't include them in the minutes. So if you want to comment, if you remember and want to comment on that, I'll make sure I add it this month. So Dan, do you want to start with committee member comments?
I don't recall what they may have been if there was last month, but I have a couple. Well, thank you, Nina and Nathan, for taking on those roles.
Sure.
And had a couple. Are we trying to snoop around and keep an eye out for prospective new members? I think we are open to new members, are we not?
I would think so.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, it's just maybe now is a tough time. I don't know. It seems like it's always kind of a tough time, but I'm trying to keep an eye out for prospective members for that anyway. And then, Mike, I don't know if this is in anything to do with us, but are the parking meters downtown kind of funky in this gray weather or whatever? Because just before I came here, we were downtown and I put my quarter in the meter down there by Baby Cakes and nothing happened.
Okay. So we have had problems with some of the meters. There have been problems and they are being reported to the Downtown Development Authority. There is discussion, excuse me, there's discussion of replacing those meters at some point because there are some of them that are malfunctioning. Now, keep in mind, and I believe it started, I'm pretty certain it started that there is free parking downtown after 3 p.m. now as well.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. Okay, anyway, that may address it. I didn't know if it had something to do with the solar or whatever, because I was down by on Berga Avenue last week. The same thing happened, and I didn't know if overcast weather had anything to do with it, or they were just getting tired.
Yeah, well, they're just getting tired. That's exactly right. Some of them are. Some of them have lived their life, so to speak. So
They don't
Okay.
seem that old, but apparently they must be, I guess.
yeah, they were. I don't want to speak for the DDA, but they were like a bargain.
Oh, that's
Meter?
right. You told us that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
What do
all
you
I
do
had.
when you put your quarter in and it doesn't work, Mike? Because I've had the same thing happen over by the Dead River Coffee, where you put your quarter in and it still has the red light, so it looks like you didn't pay. I mean,
So what you do, if you do get a ticket, give me a call, and
okay.
and I typically work with people on that. I mean, if they made an attempt to pay the meter and it didn't register, I'll void the ticket, and we'll also get the meter number and report it to the DDA so that can be worked on.
Okay.
Okay,
But
thank you. Might have been the same meter down by Dead River Coffee that I had experience with. But anyway, that's all I had.
even after you bang it 3 times, it's still
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Even after you back into it with your car.
All right, good comment, Dan, because I've been meaning to ask about that too. Any more, Dan?
No, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Nathan?
I just have one question. I don't know how it could be alleviated, if at all. By Graverette and Third Street at about 3 o'clock, the traffic going to pick up. I don't know if that's their new routine or what. But
Yeah, I found that really odd the other morning too, Nathan.
you have to go around everybody if you're going down Third Street further. And
It's
you're in
that's the
oncoming
first time
traffic.
I've ever seen that. And I thought it was very strange. I used to bring my kid to Graverette and I've never seen that before. So I don't know if they're having Graverette parents do a different kind of drop off in the morning. So what's happening, Mike, is the people that are traveling northbound toward that light at Graverette and Third are basically lining up to pull forward and then drop their kid off. Probably because a lot of these kids aren't riding the bus, Nathan.
Okay.
So they're lined up back to Contrast Coffee. And I noticed that the Martran couldn't get around either. No, Martran was behind them having to wait. So they all have to wait basically till their kids get dropped off. And school opens at like 9, oh no, it must have been like 8, something like that. Hey, Nathan?
Yeah, and it's like that in the afternoon too, because I'll get off work and I'll go to MQT Nutrition and
Okay.
I get stuck in it and have to go in oncoming traffic potentially.
Yeah, you do. It's
Or if someone turns off of Hewitt or whatever street that is by the light and comes on, then you're in oncoming traffic. So
it's
Okay.
At pickup and drop off time, you might want to have somebody look at that, Mike.
Okay.
Just because it's probably a result of kids not riding the buses and more cars at pickup and drop off, but they're gonna have to figure out something.
Yeah, let me have somebody take a look at that during that specific time.
Yeah.
And I live by Bothwell, but I don't go up that way, so I don't know if Bothwell's kind of the same, but just know I thought of it today. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I had noticed that the other day too, and I thought it was a really big funeral.
I did
My
too.
wife said,
Because there are funeral homes there too.
Yeah. That's all I had.
Thank you, Nathan. That was another really good comment. Al?
I have nothing. I haven't been in town, so I can't get out of my car.
We missed you.
Yeah. I constantly running out west.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, I just don't believe the business. It's
Is
crazy.
that due to the pandemic or?
It has to be. I've never been this busy.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just off the hook.
Wow.
Since the pandemic started, I have over 10,000 miles each month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
So yeah, I'm glad to be here. Hopefully I can make the next one too.
Yeah, well, be safe on the roads.
Thanks.
So I just have the one comment I emailed you about, Mike. So a resident on Wright Street asked if we could put up some signs that there's like deer crossing there on Wright Street a lot. We all know that, but he thought with all the mine trucks and the traffic on Wright Street that there should be some signage about deer. That's kind of that would be between the cemetery going toward, west in that section there.
okay.
So, and then that's it for me as far as anything else. So that free parking after 3 p.m., Mike, you said?
Yeah, I should
That's
I
only
should
during the
clarify.
holiday.
I'm not 100% sure. I know it's starting. It may have started. So that's something I should get clarification on tomorrow. I can send out an email on when that's going to start,
Okay.
but I thought it did start, but
Yeah, it usually does this time of year, but it's just for the holidays, right? It's not all winter.
correct.
Okay.
Just for the holidays.
Okay. think that's it. Does anybody have anything else?
Nothing here.
Nope.
Okay, well, I'll make a motion to adjourn at 5:15.
I'll second.
Motion approved. Okay, guys.
All right, thanks, guys.
Good to see everybody. Take care.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we'll
Happy
see ya. Take
Thanksgiving.
care.